Want tickets for less while helping a small grassroots radio network? You've come to the right place. Skip on over to natalkradio.com and click Event Tickets on the menu. Here you will find the best seats at the best prices for sporting events, concerts, theater, and more. Buy from North American Talk Radio, not the monster corporate giants, and you will still save more on event tickets. That's natalkradio.com, then click Event Tickets on the menu. Get in the game.
Are you ready to place bets? Join MyBookie today and discover exciting opportunities. North American Talk Radio has partnered with the cutting-edge gambling platform to offer unique bets, several ways to play and win, and you can even use crypto to play. MyBookie offers a seamless platform for all your gambling needs, and MyBookie has you covered with a vast array of options. Explore their different markets and bet types. There's something for everyone. Discover MyBookie's special introductory offer by using North American Talk Radio's special promo code, which is 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, and you'll get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie offers a thrilling experience, so sign up today and be sure to use the promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, for huge cash bonuses. Get in the game and good luck.
Oh, hello there. Welcome back for another night. It's hump day. I don't know why radio hosts say that, but it's hump day. How are you? I'm Beck of Beck's Banter. Sorry for the 90-second late start. It never seems like I have enough time in the day. But I have very exciting news. Our website is revamped. There's a chat function. You're going to love it. Try it out. It's going to be a good time. Am I fuzzing again? I don't know. Keep me up to date here. I don't know what would be causing it. It's brand new. Brand new headset. Oh boy. Huh. Maybe it's the studio. I'll be right back. Let's try that now. Hopefully that's better. I have top of the line headset, so I hope it's working well. I'm going to wait for a word from the producer. We're good. I think I figured out the problem, folks. You can't test your microphone once you're live. I think I learned that the other day, too. All right, I've learned the issue. Jeez. I tell you, it's a rough one. You'd think I was a rookie at this. I should be a seasoned veteran. I know exactly what I did. I need to stop doing it. If you want to know how the sausage is made, before I go into my very exciting news, when you're in the virtual studio and you test your microphone, once you click go live, even if you turn the microphone off, if you hit that little gear, for some reason it causes fuzz. So if you're listening for the first time, I swear, I promise you, this show's a well-oiled machine. I've just been frantic. I swear, I got home from my day profession at 4. I worked on the very new website that I want you to check out. It has a very interactive situation going on there. You can create your own profile. We can have public chats. You can private chat with people on the website that have profiles as well. And it's awesome, right? But, you know, Daddy got to get his workout in. So I was on the phone with one of our other show hosts, Michael, and I noticed it was 6. Haven't eaten dinner. Haven't done any of this. No dinner. No workout. So by the time I got on the treadmill, ate just an absolute garbage meal, I got up here with about 10 minutes to go. It's not your problem. It's my problem. This is Beck's Banter. We're live Monday through Thursday on North American Talk Radio, the Natter. You can find us at natalkradio.us or natalkradio.com. You can text or call the show while I'm live at 330-800-4219. Would love to hear from you. Or you can chat on our newly revamped website right under the player, and I will see it. We already had a write-in. Let's go. Testing this out. I'm eating Subway chicken, bacon ranch, shredded Monterey toasted. So we already have a listener chiming in with their Subway order. I appreciate that. That's good stuff. Now we better get into some sports talk, or this, I mean, it is called Beck's Banter, but I do have sports in the graphic that I put online and YouTube, so I should probably talk some sports. Fox 1, did you see this? Listen, folks, I have Amazon Prime. I have Netflix. Brace yourself. Okay, Apple TV, which was free with my T-Mobile plan. I got to think of all of them. Hulu, right? HBO Max. Yes, it gets out of control. It's out of control. And, you know, it cost a lot of cashola. Well, Fox 1 is the new streaming service. And they're touting it as you can get all of our Fox content in one location. I can already do that. You know what I call it? My cable subscription. I already have every Fox channel, I believe. But now, I mean, this is what's happening. And if you don't know me as well as I know me, when I first moved to where I live, it's on a private road. So, you know, for a while I couldn't get high-speed internet. And that's when streaming TV was getting big. Everybody was streaming their TV. Oh, Beck, it costs it's so much cheaper. But I couldn't get fast enough internet. So I always had to have Dish Network or DirecTV. Horrible, overpriced. Well, by the time I was able to get high-speed internet, which was via Starlink, every channel, not just every, you know, conglomeration, every channel's getting their own streaming service now. You got Paramount, Hulu. I'm thinking of the ones I don't have. Tubi, ESPN Plus, Fox 1 now, even MS Now, if you like news. Where's it end? If you just factor it, just for the common household, because I think the average, at least in Ohio, the average yearly income is in the mid-50s, 50-some thousand, right? But you got to take your mortgage, your car payment, your groceries, your utilities, your, you know, entertainment. People say, well, if you don't have much money, you shouldn't be spending money on entertainment. Okay. And then I'm severely depressed in my mid-30s, and what then? I mean, you need some forms of entertainment, especially if you have kids. You add all that up, right? I mean, we're talking $2,500 a month. That's half your income if you make the average. And again, that's at least in Ohio. I'm not going to look it up. This is a sports talk show. We'll get the sports. We're talking Fox 1, their new sports streaming app. So half your salary goes to your needs. Then you start looking at streaming services. If you're a sports fan, you're kind of screwed, right? I mean, they're all at least $8 a month. I mean, you get 10 of those. That's another $1,000 a year. And I think I read somewhere the NFL, if you wanted to watch every major game, like, you don't have to get the Sunday ticket and see every game. Who's going to watch all 16 games a week? But if you're following a really good team, you know, one week they might be on Amazon Prime. Next week they might be on Netflix. I think there's games going to be on Netflix. Now you're drowning. Now you're drowning in debt. And it's getting out of control. And Fox has just jumped on the bandwagon. They had to, right? They're probably arguably the biggest competitor to ESPN. ESPN's got their own app, whatever they call it nowadays. It was ESPN Plus. I feel like they're going to change the name, but I don't know. But it's completely out of control at this point. I think. Maybe I'm just an old guy. But it's absolutely ridiculous. And, I mean, wait, there's going to be more. There's going to be more. It's going to be even smaller smaller networks that are doing it. Somebody asked somebody wrote in, corporations heard cheap TV and said, how dare you, and ruined it again. Yes, they did. And then the listener asked, have I discussed the NBA TV schedule? So they sent us a graphic. Appreciate that to the listener. And again, you can chime in on our website, NA for North American, talkradio.us or natalkradio.com, because we are North America, so we're in more than just the U.S., but there's a chat function right under the player. Or you can text the show directly, 330-800-4219. So NBA Communications put this tweet out, and we want to thank our listener. Season-long national games. Mondays are on Peacock. Tuesdays, NBC Peacock. Wednesdays, ESPN. Friday, Prime Video. Additional weekly national games starting in the mid-season. Thursdays will be Prime Video. Saturdays, ABC, ESPN, Prime Video. Sundays, ABC, ESPN, NBC, and Peacock. So let's add these up, right? Peacock is pretty cheap, fairly cheap, $6 a month, I believe, the last time. But to get ESPN and NBC, you need a cable subscription. That's $100. So now we're $105. Prime Video, I think, comes out to like $19.99 a month. So $170, right? So $170 a month. That's $17,340. It's like $2,000 a year. Now, you're going to get more than the NBA because the other leagues are doing the same thing. That's $2,000 a year. Can you imagine? And you're going to say, well, just don't watch. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. That's the conclusion I'm coming to here in a minute. Is imagine the family or the individual, the single mother, 2 kids, makes $34,000 a year, right? I think that's like 20 some dollars an hour. My daughter's 24. I know what the starting wages are. It's not much more than that. If, there's plenty of jobs. She makes 15. Occasionally I help her out because I'm a good father, or you can call me a bad father. Maybe that's a discussion for Counselor's Corner on Saturday mornings. They can't afford that, is what I'm saying. So these leagues, it's getting as bad as Ohio State games, football. I went with an ex-significant other a year or two ago to see my alma mater, Purdue, and I thought, man, these games have gotten really corporate, really wine and cheese, because the prices kept inflating, and then all of a sudden, the lower half couldn't attend Ohio State football games. I guess that's what these leagues want. I mean, they just think, oh, you love our league so much, or you love our network so much, you're not going to be able to not purchase this. You're not going to be able to show self-restraint. Well, guess what? The NBA, we just had a listener send the graphic to the NBA. The NBA's down in viewership. Maybe it's because the price of entry is too steep for the average household. I want to know somebody else's opinion. Again, you can chat right under the player on our website. You need an account. It's free. natalkradio.us or natalkradio.com. Or you can text or call. You can call the show directly or text the show directly, 330-800-4219. All right, again, I apologize for the late start, and I apologize for the fuzz at the beginning. I figured out why. I'm going to make a Post-it note and never do that again, because that's twice in the last few days I did it. I didn't remember. In my defense, I'm getting old. I'm going to take a quick little break, and I'll be right back. And we have a ton of topics, so I'm kind of behind the 8 ball already, kind of pontificating here on Fox 1. But I will be right back, just about 2 minutes. Give me 60 seconds. No, give me 120 seconds. Math.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Want tickets for less while helping a small grassroots radio network? You've come to the right place. Skip on over to natalkradio.com and click Event Tickets on the menu. Here you will find the best seats at the best prices for sporting events, concerts, theater, and more. Buy from North American Talk Radio, not the monster corporate giants, and you will still save more on event tickets. That's natalkradio.com, then click Event Tickets on the menu. Get in the game.
Are you ready to place bets? Join MyBookie today and discover exciting opportunities. North American Talk Radio has partnered with the cutting-edge gambling platform to offer unique bets, several ways to play and win, and you can even use crypto to play. MyBookie offers a seamless platform for all your gambling needs, and MyBookie has you covered with a vast array of options. Explore their different markets and bet types. There's something for everyone. Discover MyBookie's special introductory offer by using North American Talk Radio's special promo code, which is 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, and you'll get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie offers a thrilling experience, so sign up today and be sure to use the promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, for huge cash bonuses. Get in the game and good luck.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Hello again. Nice to hear from you. Beck with Beck's Banter. We're back. It's a beautiful Wednesday night. Hump day. I don't know why people say that. I mean, it's, I guess, the middle of the week, but I brought this up a few shows ago. It's not really fair to the person that works Tuesday through Saturday or, Wednesday through Sunday. It's not really hump day for them. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, Anthony Richardson. We need to have a talk. So I broke the news. I'm not going to be that guy. I didn't break the news. I talked about it last night. Daniel Jones was named the starter for the Colts. I think, a decent amount of people saw that coming. Anthony Richardson not only has had health problems, I mean, he's missed time twice. Daniel Jones has stayed relatively healthy, right? Do you think Richardson's upside's more? Maybe. But Jones, pound for pound, has been the more reliable quarterback to this point. And he's got legs too. The guy's got wheels. But Daniel Jones was named the starter. And then the agent for Anthony Richardson came out and said, we have a lot to discuss. They are disgusted. We have a lot to discuss. Trust is a big factor, and that is, at best, questionable right now. Anthony came back and made the improvements in the areas he needed to improve, and by all accounts, he had a great camp. Listen, Derek Jackson, this is what you signed on for when you wanted to be a pro agent and your player wanted to be a pro athlete. You're not guaranteed anything in the NFL or the NBA or the MLB or the NLL or the MLS other than your contract money, and that's not all guaranteed either. Nobody owes you a starting spot. And now you're going to kick and scream like a freshman or sophomore in college You know, those guys that have to sit a year, so then they immediately want to transfer because coach didn't start me. You signed on for this. You got beat out in camp. At least that's what the Colts are telling me by naming Daniel Jones the starter. You can't just be a good teammate. That's fine. Maybe they'll ship you off to a terrible team. Then what? You'll be happy because you get to play every week for a 3-14 team. You are on a team that could make the playoffs. Playoffs? They could. They have enough talent, ample running game. You know, and now you're going to kick and scream because you didn't get your way. First of all, I'd love to know how much he's making. I mean, you're making dream money to 99% of the population. Daddy's got a little beef jerky in his throat. Hold on. I mean, you're making millions to play a game I wish I could still play. I wish I had the body to play. I haven't played, I'm almost 52, 32 years. Played a year in college. And I had to quit in college because I had so many concussions. Some of us would die to play again. And you're making hand over fist to play. And you're complaining because you don't get to be the focus of the team. Somebody else has named the starter. This isn't how it should be. And you know what? You don't have the advantage the college kids do. Because the Colts could be like, tough. You're under contract. You can demand a trade all you want. You can kick and scream and huff and puff and sit on the bench. That's just the way it is. But Anthony Richardson acting like, you know, this is way out of bounds by the Colts. You've missed significant time once. In like 4 games last year, you've been hurt. You took yourself out of a game. I've never heard of a quarterback take himself out of a game because he was tired. Like, dude, and you're 23. Daniel Jones is 28. He's not gonna Brett Favre this career. It'd be around till 40. You're looking at 2-3 years, which you need. You need to figure your body out and stay healthy. And you need that time. A lot of people think something's permanent, and it's usually temporary. Now, I'm assuming Richardson feels what his agent's saying. I'll take all that back if Richardson comes out and says, I didn't authorize that. But I would assume the agent and player feel the same, and I just think this is not adult behavior. You got beat out. That's just the way it is. If you disagree with the coaches, outperform Daniel Jones, look as good as you can in the rest of the preseason, and wait your time. But this, I mean, I could just see it now. They're going to hold the team hostage, and that's not the way this should go. Now, another thing that shouldn't have gone the way it went was the Albany Firewolves leaving for Ontario, right? I hope I got that right. Was it Ottawa or Ontario? You know, I don't think Albany was doing that bad. I didn't think they were. And the NLL is trying to cast a wide net, but now they're moving a team back to Canada, which a lot of people may not know. Canada is, you know, lacrosse is their home sport. That is their first love, not hockey. But there was something in this official statement from the Albany Firewolves, and they are going to Ontario, sorry. I was questioning myself. They both start with O. They put it in their statement, the last sentence, page 1. There were several challenges, both at the state and local level, that made the economics of staying in Albany untenable, which makes this decision bittersweet. Now, I don't know if they're talking about, you know, some kind of luxury tax or something within the state of New York that they felt like they were, you know, getting taxed more, or they had too many issues with, you know, where they were located. But it makes it sound like that was what was going on. Now, our National Lacrosse League insider, who's moving over to North American Talk Radio from a different network, said they averaged 5,100 in 2024 compared to 3,900 in 2023. So they were growing. Again, another odd, and I know I touch on the National Lacrosse League once in a while. I guess, I'm itching for the Daily Dive to start their first ever daily routine on North American Talk Radio. They'll be back soon enough. But they were growing. And it's a league that wants to spread, cast a wide net, but they're moving a team back, and there's already a team close to Ontario. So what kind of wide net is that? And a team that averaged 1,200 more fans per game than they did the year before. It looked like they had some upside. Again, the team said there were several challenges both at the state and local level that made the economics of staying in Albany untenable. Maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe that is where the blame goes, is the local governments and the state governments. Taxes are high. Again, I keep touching on topics we better reserve for political party on Friday night. But I was sad to hear Albany go. And another one bites the dust. The NLL seems to have a team move every season. It's getting weird, man. It's getting weird. Moving on, we're almost up against the halfway break, and this should get us about halfway through the topics. The Pirates, this is interesting. So the Pirates have Paul Skeens. They don't have very many bats. In fact, they're terrible at hitting. I could pull the stats up real quick. I think they average the least amount of runs per game. Can you pull them all up, Mr. Beck? Runs batted in. No. I want to see. Well, we'll get to that here in a minute. But they're calling up another ace, Bubba Chandler. He's the number one prospect. He was when he was drafted. Number one pitching prospect. So, did we go offline? I swear. I hope we didn't go offline. But Bubba Chandler's being called up by the Pirates. They already have Paul Skeens. So the Pirates are like, all right, if we can't score runs, I guess we're just going to have, the best pitching staff money can buy. They don't spend a lot of money. But let's see here. Runs scored, 449. Yeah, they are the least scoring team in Major League Baseball. But they're going to have two of the best pitchers now. You would think Bubba's going to, his pitching is going to translate to the majors. You would think that. Now, what's interesting is Colorado's run differential. This is insane. Now, Colorado scored 28 more runs than the Pirates. The Pirates' run differential is minus 87, which we had. I don't know how many listeners we have. Yeah, I froze. Thank you to one of the listeners. I did freeze for 10 seconds. I don't know why I did that. Colorado's run differential is minus 333. They're as bad as the White Sox were last year. And the White Sox aren't much better than they were last year. This year, I got to do the math on that. They've played 126 games. They get beat by an average of almost 3 runs per game, the Rockies. That's just embarrassing. Nobody else even comes close to that run differential. So, the Pirates score the least. The Rockies give up the most, but the Pirates are bringing up the number one pitching prospect into the majors. It's a good time. They have no playoff chances. So it is what it is, but it is what it is here. Beck's Banter, it's Wednesday night, a wacky Wednesday. Had a little fuzz at the beginning, froze for 10 seconds. My God, I have a brand new mic though. I love it. We're going to get through it. It's fine. The show still goes on. It's not the end of the world. The fuzz was my fault. It'll never happen again. I'm going to put a post-it note on the screen. I know what I did wrong. The freezing, we may have to call Elon. We may have to call Elon Musk. The internet's been a little weird lately with the Starlink, and I'm not sure why. Might have to give old Elon a little callsy. I'm sure he'll listen. I'm sure he'll pick up. You pick up whatever you're doing and come back in 2 minutes. Beck's Banter live on North American Talk Radio.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Want tickets for less while helping a small grassroots radio network? You've come to the right place. Skip on over to natalkradio.com and click Event Tickets on the menu. Here you will find the best seats at the best prices for sporting events, concerts, theater, and more. Buy from North American Talk Radio, not the monster corporate giants, and you will still save more on event tickets. That's natalkradio.com, then click Event Tickets on the menu. Get in the game.
Are you ready to place bets? Join MyBookie today and discover exciting opportunities. North American Talk Radio has partnered with the cutting-edge gambling platform to offer unique bets, several ways to play and win, and you can even use crypto to play. MyBookie offers a seamless platform for all your gambling needs, and MyBookie has you covered with a vast array of options. Explore their different markets and bet types. There's something for everyone. Discover MyBookie's special introductory offer by using North American Talk Radio's special promo code, which is 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, and you'll get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie offers a thrilling experience, so sign up today and be sure to use the promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, for huge cash bonuses. Get in the game and good luck.
Oh, hello there. Fancy having you back. It's nice to hear from you again. Beck's Banter live on North American Talk Radio. Good to have you. Thank you for being here. It's a beautiful Wednesday evening. Just absolutely beautiful. And you'll see on the homepage there of natalkradio.us or .com. You can call or text the show 330-800-4219. We have it right in the title. If you're listening on Simple Radio or radio.net, you just have to hear me tell you that. And you hear me now. Do you hear me now? So text the show, please. Call the show one of these days. It's going to be a big enough show that that'll happen. Hey-oh. We did have some write-ins, and we appreciate that. Again, if you're listening, check out the website. We just revamped it. You can create your own profile for free. You can chat with other listeners, with show hosts. It's fun. It's a good time. And if you are a radio person just driving around listening and you came across us, you want some airtime, we have a page on our website where you can join our airtime. And we take all the other hassles out of that for you. We get you on all the apps. Just join North American Talk Radio. All right, we're going on to another topic that brace yourselves, talks about lacrosse, but this is kind of a cool story. It turns out the best golfer in the world was also a lacrosse player, Scottie Scheffler. Scottie Scheffler, we just talked about him last night, his run towards Tiger's dominance. He's halfway there as far as being number one in the world. He played some lacrosse when he grew up in Texas. Now, he was quoted as saying, "I could never figure out why the glove ends at the wrist and the arm pad doesn't go all the way down. People were always hitting me on my arm." So he didn't like the equipment. But it made me think, and then there's video of him playing in his backyard there, which is, not to sound too not manly, but it's kind of a cute video. But it made me think of this. I always laugh at those bros, the gym bros, that, they talk about soccer or lacrosse, or it's usually soccer, but they talk down on those sports. And it's like, if you actually got to know some of these football, basketball, and baseball players, you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked at what sports. Chad Ochocinco loves soccer. I think Terrell Owens or somebody grew up playing soccer. A lot of these elite megastar athletes say they first fell in love with sports playing not the sport we know them to play. Right? Now, does lacrosse mimic golf at all? No. Did Scottie play lacrosse and not golf at one point in his life? Likely not. If you know anything about golf, I play golf. I'm average for hacks. I'm not average for good players. I mean, I can beat some of my friends. I have other friends that compete with me, and I have other friends that just absolutely smoke me on the golf course. I'm average from the hacks. But if to get to Scottie's level, he's been playing golf since he was a little kid. But there are mega athletes, receivers, defensive backs, a lot of them played soccer. Linemen, a lot of them were wrestlers. And that's why they got good at the line. Right? And we have a lot of other players, basketball players, they play lacrosse, soccer, all kinds of sports. So keep that in mind when you want to be a gym bro and make somebody, make fun of somebody because they're playing a sport you think's less manly. It's not. It's not. Sports are sports. And it's good to play multiple sports when you're younger. You build different muscles. And Scottie Scheffler probably learned a lot about toughness, because you do have to be mentally tough both on the lacrosse field and the golf course. And he probably learned a lot about that. I mean, he's saying he got hit on the arm a lot. There was a gap between the pads, and that's where people would hit you. It probably stung. It probably hurt. And I'm sure he developed some mental toughness from that. So, cool stuff there. Again, you're listening to Beck's Banter live on North American Talk Radio. I'm live Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can chime in by texting or calling the show, 330-800-4219, or the chat function under the player on the website, natalkradio.us or .com. John Wall retired. Did you see that? Which means, and I forgot to pull this up, the 2010 NBA draft class. Okay, we got it listed there. Yeah, we want to list that. So John Wall retires, and that leaves only, I think, Paul George. I think Paul George, and somebody responded on X with laughing, crying emoji, and to think LeBron is from 2003. And there's only one player remaining from the 2010 draft, which was 15 years ago. That just should give you an idea of how remarkable LeBron James is. He was drafted 7 years before these guys. Still playing. There's only one guy left from that draft class. John Wall was the number one overall, by the way. And then Evan Turner from Ohio State was number 2. Derek Favors, Wesley Johnson, DeMarcus Cousins, who I think might be in the 3-on-3 thing or something. I don't know. I'm looking for some huge names here. Gordon Haywood. Paul George is left. He was number 10 that year. Wonder if there's any other big names. It was kind of a weird draft anyway. Eric Bledsoe, he was capable guard. Yeah, there's not a ton of first round big names after you get past 10, but I found that just remarkable that Paul George, the last man standing from the 2010 draft, the number 1 pick from the 2003 draft, still around. So we're getting old. If you're my age, we're getting old. Oh, I was a young buck. I was 36 during that draft. Good old Paul George. So, yeah. Farewell, John Wall. Of course, I think he had kind of his best run probably in Washington. But there's probably people out there could tell me, maybe not. Maybe that wasn't his best run, but it seems like it was. Fox Sports, we talked about them in the opening. They come out with their top 10 pass rushers entering the 2025 NFL season, according to the Fox Sports NFL staff. As you can expect, it never fails. X was full of banter and arguing. So that's what happens. You can't be a writer, radio show host, TV show host, and expect nobody to argue about your points. But they came out with what they felt was the top 10 pass rushers entering this season, and they had Myles Garrett at number 1. First off, that got the Steelers fans worked up because TJ Watt was number 2. I don't know. Pound for pound, they're probably equal, which is funny because they do have people tied on this graphic. They got Micah Parsons and Max Crosby. You can go ahead and slide Max Crosby up if Micah Parsons decides to sit out a few games, if we're just going by stats. They got Trey Hendrickson at 5 from the Bengals. Aiden Hutchinson at 6, which somebody said, what the F is Aiden Hutchinson going on the list? I mean, that's bad grammar, for one. I mean, they're predicting he's going to be the 6th best. So calm down, guy. I won't say your name on the air. I mean, just relax. They got Nick Bosa at 7. I don't know why I have people tied in this, but they have two Texans tied at 8. Daniel Hunter and Will Anderson Jr., if you're wondering how good the Texans line is going to be. And then a Ram, Jared Verse. But all kinds of arguing. Some guy did make a good point, though. Abdul Carter, top 6 by this time next year. That's very possible. That's very possible. That dude's a stud, man. So, there you go. A little, if you want to look that up and weigh in, if you disagree with them, go to the Fox Sports Twitter account. Do we call it Twitter still? I don't know. Who would know? I don't know. X, Twitter. I have an X. I don't want to say X. Sounds like I have multiple X's. I tell you. A real big player. Jake Paul is fighting again. Oh, my. And he's going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis in an exhibition on November 15th in Atlanta, a day before my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm going to watch a fight if I want to. The first comment is perfect. LMAO. Jake Paul's 6'1", 220, Tank's 5'5", 135. Why can't bro ever just book a real fight? It's, up for discussion. And the other thing up for the discussion is, who is going to pay for this? Are you going to keep falling for this? Dude, anybody that knows anything about the fight game, right, said the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight was a farce. Absolute farce. I mean, if you saw Tyson practicing, the dude looked like a weapon again. And then, for some unknown reason, wouldn't hit Jake Paul in the head during that fight. Was he paid off? I don't know. It's very odd. And now Jake Paul's going to fight a guy 6 inches shorter and 100 pounds lighter. Who in their right mind? Because those aren't cheap pay-per-views by any means. Those are very expensive pay-per-views. I'm not falling for it. I'm not even going to pirate it this time. Hey-o! That's a lot of cashola. That's a lot of cashola. That's Jake Paul after the fight, no matter what happens. November 15th. You can look for it. That's like 3 months away. I'm no astronomer. Something like that. All right, before the next break, we're going to get into the WNBA schedule for the playoffs came out because we are going to go over their standings. Looks like they tip off September 14th. We got game ones. We got 4 game ones that day at 1, 3, 5, and 10. So if you're a WNBA fan, you're loving it. And ESPN pretty much holds all the rights. There's no other network. They say the TBD is for the network for the final 2 games if they're needed. But that just mean ABC or ESPN. Let's see. September 14th through September 30th. That can't be. Let me see what that's round 1. There you go. Round 1. So we'll get into the WNBA finals. Game 1 is October 3rd. Game 7, if needed, October 17th. There you go. WNBA finals. When we come back, we'll do some of their standings at some point. I got some Tiger Woods news. We got Major League Baseball scores. Then we're going to send you off into the beautiful Wednesday evening. It's hump day for most of us that work Monday through Friday. So I'm hoping you're having a great day. A little cool off coming in Ohio soon. It's going to feel like fall next week. I love it. Can't wait. You can wait. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'll miss you.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Want tickets for less while helping a small grassroots radio network? You've come to the right place. Skip on over to natalkradio.com and click Event Tickets on the menu. Here you will find the best seats at the best prices for sporting events, concerts, theater, and more. Buy from North American Talk Radio, not the monster corporate giants, and you will still save more on event tickets. That's natalkradio.com, then click Event Tickets on the menu. Get in the game.
Are you ready to place bets? Join MyBookie today and discover exciting opportunities. North American Talk Radio has partnered with the cutting-edge gambling platform to offer unique bets, several ways to play and win, and you can even use crypto to play. MyBookie offers a seamless platform for all your gambling needs, and MyBookie has you covered with a vast array of options. Explore their different markets and bet types. There's something for everyone. Discover MyBookie's special introductory offer by using North American Talk Radio's special promo code, which is 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, and you'll get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie offers a thrilling experience, so sign up today and be sure to use the promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, for huge cash bonuses. Get in the game and good luck.
Oh, yeah. Coming at you, Silent Partner, song called Sugar Zone. That's my bumper music. I love it. gets me in a good mood, and I hope it gets you in a good mood too. So we're going to get into one more headline, then get into some scores and standings before we cut loose. Enjoying the evening, a beautiful Wednesday here in Ohio. Hope it's nice where you are. Again, hot as hell, but it's going to cool off here in a few days, so I love it. Tiger Woods, moving on. Tiger Woods is going to lead the PGA Tour's new Future Competition Committee. That's exciting. I think we're all kind of sad that fuzz again. What the heck is going on here? I'm wondering if it's still going on. I'll be back. All right, we're back. Hopefully that worked. We're going to have to adjust something. I apologize for that. Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't know what the fuzz is from. We'll have to figure that out. We're going to have to figure it out, folks. We'll figure it out. We think it's the virtual studio. But it's okay. Anyway, Tiger Woods going to lead the PGA Tour's new Future Competition Committee. If you're listening to this on Spotify or YouTube, you have no idea what I'm talking about. It's just our virtual studio's having issues. So I'm going to reach out to our provider. Who knows what's causing it? I think a lot of us are kind of in the same boat. We're sad Tiger has fallen off. We're glad to have known him. And it's kind of cool that now he's getting involved in the PGA and other, forms and fashions. It's pretty cool. But this time he's not going to be swinging the club. He was appointed to chair a new committee charged with taking a fresh look at the competitive model for how the PGA Tour runs its tournaments. So, as we all know, they're in competition with LIV. And that's been a little dicey. But they're looking for ways to get more creative. They've upped the purses for these tournaments, bigger payouts to try to keep the players from being lured away to LIV Golf. So they did that. I think if I'm going to weigh in, I think it would be cool if they got a little bit more match play. I love match play. I love the USGA amateur, one-on-one bracket style. That's fun. If I had I don't have input, but if I did, I'd say that would be something cool. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what Tiger comes up with. He's going to lead 5 players from the board: Patrick Cantlay, Adam Scott, Camilo Villegas, Maverick McNeely, who gave Scheffler a little bit of a run last tournament, and Keith Mitchell, along with 3 from the business side, which that also includes Theo Epstein from MLB. So there we go. Tiger Woods still being involved. Cool stuff. Let's look around the MLB at some scores. Top of 5, Marlins lead the Cardinals 3-0. I'm a little confused of this fuzziness when I come back from commercial. Marlins lead the Cardinals 3-0. Top of 5, Nationals lead the Mets 4-1. Mets don't really want to lose many games here. They're barely in the wild card right now. Bottom of 3, White Sox and Braves, both pretty much eliminated, no score. End of 1, the Yankees lead the Rays 1-0. Also end of 1, the Twins and A's are tied 0-0. We're in the bottom of the first. The Rangers put one on in the top of the first. They lead the Royals 1-0. We have a couple finals. The Pirates beat the Jays 2-1. Jays are pretty well solidified into the playoffs, so that won't hurt them too bad. The Phillies beat the Marlins. The Phillies beat the Mariners earlier, 11-2. The Mariners holding on to a wild card spot too. Tigers beat the Astros 7-2. They're trying to make a push to clinch that Central. And then the Diamondbacks beat the Guardians 3-2, which helps the Tigers' cause. Looking at the standings, division leaders: Blue Jays, Tigers, Astros, Phillies. Brewers and Dodgers. As I say every night, the Brewers are the best team in baseball. Let's look at the wild card, see how that's shaping up. The Royals have jumped the Guardians. They're 2 out of the wild card now. The Guardians are 3. No time to be skidding, Cleveland. And the Rangers 5.5, Rays are 6. National League wild card. Well, American League wild card, you got the Yankees, Red Sox, and Mariners in it right now. But it's pretty tight. You look at those standings, it's pretty tight in the American League wild card. National League wild card, you got the Cubs, Padres, and Mets in it. The Reds are only a game out. That's why the Mets, they need to get it together there. And the Cardinals are 5 out. So, the Mets are going to want to maybe come back on the Nationals. It's top of 5 there. They're down 4-1. We could have a tie for that final wild card spot before the end of the evening. Interesting stuff there. Looking at the WNBA, we got one game tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. The Sparks and the Wings. The Wings are eliminated. The Sparks are, right on the cusp. They're 1 out of a playoff spot by 1 game. This is a game they got to win, though. Right? You got to win the games you're supposed to win. And they're playing the Wings, 3rd worst team in the league, and don't even have double-digit wins. So they want to make sure they get that over the hump there. Let's look at this site sucks. We're going to go to a different one. I won't say which one sucks, but we want to look at MLS standings, and I think we may have, we have some games tonight that kick off 3 minutes from now. Miami takes on Tigres in the Leagues Cup. 50 minutes later, you have Toluca versus Orlando. At 11 p.m., I'll be asleep. You got Seattle versus Puebla. And then at 11:45, I'll be getting up to take my first pee. LA Galaxy versus Pachuca. Standings didn't change from the last time we talked about them, so we'll skip on by them. NFL this week, down to about a minute and a half. Preseason week 3 kicks off tomorrow night. Steelers, Panthers, Patriots, Giants. Pretty big slate on Friday. Eagles, Jets, Falcons versus the Cowboys, Vikings versus the Titans, Bears versus the Chiefs. And then Saturday, we got a ton of games Saturday. Ravens, Commanders, Colts, Bengals, Rams and Browns, Texans and Lions, Broncos and Saints, Seahawks and Packers, Jags and Dolphins, Bills and Buccaneers, Chargers and Niners, and the Raiders and the Cardinals. And I just saw that the Browns are 2-0. The last time we went undefeated in the preseason, I don't want to talk out of school. That might have been the year we didn't win any games. Hope that's not a repeat. All right, folks, we'll get it cleaned up for tomorrow night's show. I'm going to have a few Pepsis with me tomorrow night, too, a.k.a. adult beverages. We'll get the fuzz fixed out, figured out. You get your profile figured out on our website, NA for North American Talk Radio.us or .com, so you can chime in on the show or text or call the show. I appreciate you listening. Replay on YouTube and Spotify later tonight. Thank you. Have a great Wednesday. This has been Beck's Banter live on North American Talk Radio, Monday through Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And coming up next, what is Michael Carvelis watching? No, it's not. I'm sorry. I am wrong. I forgot. The news is next. Have a great evening.